Great, so I'm going to go over with you an example, and then I'm going to give you your assignment. I do want you to keep in mind that the directions say to solve the triangle, which basically means you're going to be finding all of those missing pieces. This is definitely one of the ones where it is an ambiguous case, okay? And I'm purposely giving you an example and an assignment where we're going to have two triangles, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, here is the information that I was given. Okay, so I'm given angle A, side A, and side B. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my picture so that it's set up in the same orientation. Okay, so here's angle A, 30 degrees. Side A is going to be 11. And then side B is 17. So I'm going to put side B here, which is going to put my angle B on the opposite side of it over on that side. Okay, so I need to find what this angle is, what this side length is, as well as that angle. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we have to find is we have to find out the height of that triangle. Okay, so I'm going to do SOHCAHTOA to get that. I'm going to do the sine of 30 equal to the height over 17. And I'm going to go solve for my height. Now, when you go to do this, I want you to make sure, again, that you are in degree mode because we are doing degrees. So just double check. And make sure that you are writing your work down. So please make sure that you put this. Remember, no work means no credit. Okay? So I'm going to do 17 times the sine of 30, and I'm going to get a nice, pretty 8.5. Now, knowing that my height, 8.5, and knowing that my side that is opposite of A is 11, is between that height and that other side, then I know I'm going to have those two triangles, okay? So let's go ahead and go solve for them and find out what we have. So one of my triangles is going to look just like this one, okay? So here it is, A. I'm just going to redraw it. C, this is side C, and let's go do the solving. We're going to use laws of sines, remember, to go find those missing pieces, okay? So based on what I have right here, with the information that I have, I can go get angle B. So let's go do that. So I'm going to set this up with the sine of 30 over 11 is equal to the sine of B over 17, okay? Do a little bit of cross multiplying, so I get 11 times the sine of B equals 17 sine 30. I can divide by 11, and then I want to know what all of this equals in my calculator in case I typed something in and something went wrong. So I need to figure out 17 times the sine of 30, which I already did, and I need to divide that by 11. And I'm going to get 0.7727. Now, I don't want to round this decimal because if I round it, I'm going to get an answer that's slightly different. And so I just am going to leave this here. But what I do need to do is do the inverse. So I'm going to do the second sine so that I can find out what the angle is. And I'm just going to use the answer key on my calculator so that it will type that in. And looks like I hit too many buttons. Okay, whoops, I did it again. Okay. So I get an angle of 50 point, looks like about 6. Let's just round to the nearest angle. So I get 51 degrees. Okay? So now that I know that this is 51, I can go find angle C. So angle B is 51. Angle C, remember all of the degrees in a triangle add up to be 180. So I'm just going to do 180 minus 30. Minus 51, and I get 99 degrees. And now I can use this 99 and side C, my 30 and 11, and go do laws of sines again. So let's go set that up. The sine of 30 over 11 is going to equal the sine of 99 over side C. Okay, which means when I solve for C, I'm going to end up doing 11 times the sine of 99 divided by the sine of 30. And let's go type all of that into the calculator. So 11 times the sine of 99 divided by the sine of 30. And I get 21.7. Okay? So I just found my two missing angles and my other side. All right, now, what does the other triangle look like? Okay, well, the other triangle is going to start out the same. Here's angle A at 30 degrees. Here's my side 17. Okay, my opening is still the same. But I'm going to show you something kind of neat that I think might help you better understand. Okay, so there's my side 11. And if I turn this and bring this in on like that hinge that we talked about, this 11 could also be right here, okay? Now, if this is an 11 and this is an 11, this is now an isosceles triangle. And just a minute ago, we found that angle B to be 51 degrees. Well, so is this angle right here. That angle right there is also 51 degrees. So that means that this angle is going to be 180 minus 51. Okay, so this was my B before. This is my new B now. Okay, you can distinguish them by calling them, B sub 1. So on my first triangle, I'm looking for these. So sine of B sub 1, B sub 1, B sub 1. So angle B sub 1, which gives me an angle of C, and then a side C. Okay, so you can certainly use the subscripts to help you. I am going to call this B sub 2. Okay, so B sub 2, so angle B of 2 is just going to be 180 minus 51, which is 129 degrees. Okay, so now that I know that this is 129, I can go find this third side, which remember is angle C, or that third angle, excuse me. So angle C is going to be 180 minus 129 minus this 30 degrees, remember? And so I get 21 degrees. Keep in mind, this is the triangle, right, that we're using. Okay, so it's this 30, this 129, and then that angle. And now I just need to find this missing side right here. So now that I know that this is 21 degrees, I can go do laws of sines again. Okay, so the sine of 21 over C, or side C of 2, right, is going to equal the sine of 30 over, what was this side again right here? It was an 11. Okay, so C of 2 is going to equal 11 times the sine of 21 divided by the sine of 30. And so let's go type all that in. 11 times the sine of 21 divided by the sine of 30. And you get 7.8 or 7.9, we round. Okay? So I hope that makes a little bit of sense, but you get those two different triangles. Now I want you to try it on your own. Okay? And so your assignment is going to be to go find the missing sides of this triangle. I do just want to draw you the picture to help you get started. If this is angle B at 27, side B is going to be opposite, and so your 18 is going to go over here. Side A is 28, and there's angle A. So here's angle C. So I want you to go do the same thing. I want you to go find all the missing pieces. So you're going to solve this triangle. And then I want you to use what is called Flipgrid to explain it to me. And you'll find some more information on Google Classroom.